Welcome back to this lecture. So in this lecture we're going to start with the notes taking application HTML part first. So for that you can see that I have already created the three files: index.html, style.css and script.js file. So inside of that I have already linked my style.css file and also the script.js file. So before adding any HTML elements, we also need to use the Font Awesome website. So if you go to the Google, means if you open your browser and simply type the Font Awesome, so this will be the link comes first. So just simply click on this Font Awesome website first link, then simply click on the start for free because we need to use the icons. So if I show you, these are the Font Awesome icons. That is why we need to create the account inside the Font Awesome. So I have already created the account inside the Font Awesome and you will get a verification email. So I have already opened another email account, which is my another email account, which I will be using for this tutorial demonstration purpose, how to create the account inside the Font Awesome website and also get the verification link. And then also we need to add a one script tag so that we can easily use the Font Awesome website. So I'm going to tell you the step-by-step procedure. So first you need to come back to your again a browser. You need to type the Font Awesome website in the search bar, and then once you come to the Font Awesome website, simply click on the start for free. And once here you need to add your email ID. So I'm going to add my another email ID. So simply click on the set git embedded code. If you click on it, then it's going to send it the key. Then you can see check your email. So if I again coming back to the other browser window, so here you can see now we get the email account Font Awesome website. This is the email account. So simply click on the confirm your email address. So it's going to confirm the email address. So here it is going to ask you to set up. Let's finish the setting a new password. So you can set a password for your website. So I'm going to set the password. And then also you need to confirm your password. Once you do that, simply click on the set password and continue. Then simply click on the no thanks because I don't want to say. Then skip this process because you don't need to create your profile. We can do it later on. And then you need to copy this Font Awesome line of JavaScript, just the classic way of using Font Awesome. So simply click on this particular line because you need to use it. So I'm going to just simply click on this particular line because we need to use it, and coming back to your Visual Studio Code where you have created the index.html, simply going to paste it here at the top of your script tag. Okay, so that we can use the Font Awesome website. Now we have the access to the Font Awesome website anonymously. Okay, and then if you come back to the icons, here you can just simply click on the icons, not that one, and here you can search for the different icons that you can use for your website or for your project. So you can use any of the icons, just simply click on it, and here you just simply need to use this class, or you can add this particular tag. Simply copy this tag and coming back to your Visual Studio Code where you have added the project. So I'm going to here type a button, and inside of this button I'm going to paste the icon of the Font Awesome, and then I will be adding the text. So it is going to like add, and then here I need to add the ID to this particular button, which is our add btn. So I need to also specify the equal to sign, and then here I will be typing the ID name as add btn. If I control save it and coming back to my Chrome browser, so just coming back to the application where we have searched. So this is a Brave browser, this is my Chrome browser, and if I come back to the Chrome browser here, I just need to do that. Okay, so the problem is that the window is very small. Okay, now the window is actually, so if you can, now you can see we have this trash icon actually appearing inside this button. Okay, so we have successfully used the Font Awesome inside the project, but we don't need this trash icon because we want to display the icon that will be look like this one. You can see at this particular plus icon. So for that I have already noted down the class, which is actually a class that I'm going to type the name here inside of that. So first I'm just going to remove this one. So it is going to be FAS, then FA, then hyphen, then it's going to have a plus. So if I control save it, then coming back to the Chrome browser again, then you can see now we get this plus icon. So our next step is to add more HTML element to this particular project. So let's start adding one by one. Now first I'm going to close all of these particular windows so that I can release the load on my browser, because now I have shown you how to use the Font Awesome. The main thing is you need to get this particular anonymous tag, and then the class name you need to remember in order to use the icons. So I already note down the icons into my notepad, so I'm going to use that. If you want to use your own icons because you like it, you just need to go to the website and simply search for the icons that you want to use. Simply click on the Font Awesome website. Again, just wait for the time to load your website and click on the icons. Like you want to use the plus icons, you can use different kinds of icons as your wish. Okay, it's totally up to you. You can use the icons as per your wish. So at the end of this button, we need to add a one div tag. So this div tag has an ID of main. So we need to use the equal operator and then double quotes. So this will have the main ID. Now whatever content will be placed will be added inside the main container, and this button will be fixed at the right side of the browser screen. So you can see this button is placed at the right side of the browser, and the position of this button is going to be fixed. So if I add multiple these elements, then you can see if I scroll in, then still the position of this button is actually fixed. Okay. So this is why this button is going to be styled outside of the main container. So that is the reason this button is not being placed inside the main container. So after that, we need to add some more elements inside it. So again, where we need to use the div tag for the note, and inside of this note, we need to create the header, which is a tools div, and then we need a text area. So the tool is going to be like for this one. This will be act as a tool that has a save and this trash icon. So here we added a note, and then we need to add another division, which is a tool, and inside of that we need to add the two Font Awesome icons. So I'm going to copy the tag and also the class, and inside of that I'm going to change the class name. So it is going to be like fa-save. And then I'm going to duplicate it to one more time by pressing the Shift, Alt and down arrow key. And then I will be changing the name to trash. Okay, if I save it, then you will see the trash and the save icon inside the browser window. And after that, inside this tool, means after the end of the tool division, we need to add the another tag, which is our text area. Then removing all the elements of the text area, because we are going to actually update the element of the text area dynamically with the JavaScript. Now this entire code I will be commented out once the HTML part of the project is done, because that is why I have added here this code. Once I done the style part of this whole nodes project, then I'm going to comment it down, and then we will be creating this node by using the DOM methods of the JavaScript. Okay, so if I control save it, then you will also see the text area. So the HTML part of this notes taking application is done. So our next step is to start with the CSS part of the application.